who gives a damn about what other people think? Stop caring so much about what you think that they thinking about you. Stop caring so much. Own your shit. Pop your shit. Pop your shit. You that girl. We had a conversation the other day about what is that it? What is the it? Everybody got it. Everybody has it. What is it that make you unique? What is it that make you light up and bloom and blossom and just be this very bright person? What is it? What is it that draws people into you? Everybody has it. Yesterday I met a woman. She and I have been in this community together for a while now. And yesterday she came by to pick up some things for me, and we sat down and we had a conversation. And this conversation was so rich for me, and it was such a validating conversation as well as it refilled my cup. I don't know if we are very conscious of how impactful community can be. For me, one of the reasons why I am showing up here every day and making sure that I'm intentional about just being my authentic self is because I know that I want community. And I want community that understands what I'm saying, right? She and I talked about a number of things, a vast amount of things, and I'm so grateful for that conversation. Some of the things that we touched on, of course, at the forefront was spirituality, because we are both very spiritually spiritually in tune beings, very conscious, very aware of ourselves, and very in tune with spirituality and the energy that creates the world. And we also had conversations about men, we had conversations about kids, we had conversations about we just had so many conversations. We talked about travel and that, how we're both nomadic. And it was so many points that I walked away with, some of the things I'm going to share right now, but the whole gist of the conversation was that community is important. I have been I have been solo for a while now, meaning I haven't had any romantic partners, and my friendships are really far away. Like, I do have I do have maybe two friends. I do have two friends that are here, but they are both male, and the conversations are not very deep and in topic. I also have a friend. He lives in California, and we talk, but it's not often. But when we do talk, it's really deep, and I really appreciate it so much because it refills my cup. I have been needing, craving, desiring. That's the word. I have been desiring relationship with women that understand what it feels like to be in community, what it feels like to be an actual friend, and what it feels like to just have some depth to a relationship. I don't know if I have done the work to align with those people. Like, I've done the work on myself, but I don't know if I've done the external work of connecting with those people. I kind of feel that I feel the same way with romantic partners as well. I feel like the people that are supposed to meet you are going to meet you, right? Like, I don't know if I feel that I have to go out and seek those connections, but then I'm not sure, because two other people that I consider to be friends at this point, I've met them online. I actually met my daughter's father. Like, I connected with him on social media. So it's really interesting, like the day and age that we live in, because I met her through a virtual space as well, right? So I do think that there is some level of being okay with where we are, but also making sure that even if the connection is made virtually, making sure that it comes outside of being virtual. That's very important. I met a girl, well, I haven't met her in person yet, but a friendship is developing between me and another girl that I met on a dating site as well. And we are developing our friendship. I know that she's a good person. I know when we get together, like, it's gonna be a fun time. Um, but one of the things that me and the woman that I sat down with yesterday talked about was like owning your story and being proud of your story and popping your shit when you should be popping your shit, which is all the time, right? Like, you should be popping your shit all the time. Like, I let go of the word humble a while ago because I was like, I'm not a humble person. I don't ever want to be humble. I don't ever want to dim my own light for the comfort of other people. But when we were talking yesterday, I did. It was a slight, it was a slight moment. Like, I caught myself. Then that's just about and when you are conscious of the things that you are doing, that you are working through, that's when you are like moving through them. That's when you are learning to like let go of them. But you have to get to the point of being conscious that you're doing it. And so I caught myself because, we talked about our work, and then I talked about my work, and I said, I'm an author. I named off these things that I do. I'm a personal development coach. I'm an author. I'm a speaker. I do YouTube. I have the podcast. And she was like, go back. She was like, you are an author. And she was like, what's the name of your book? And I told her, and then I was like hesitant. I was like, but, you know, I was like, no, I'm not even gonna say that. I corrected myself in the moment of like, no, you need to like, you wrote a book, even if you feel that it could be better, well, you can always be better, right? Like, I'm a Virgo, so I'm always going to see within myself and within my speaking and within my writing or whatever I'm doing, I'm always going to see a way that I can do it better. That's just who I am. What I'm learning to do is work through the imperfections in real time and still allowing myself to be seen. That's what I'm doing here, right? I'm working through the imperfections. And it's so crazy because yesterday I looked at one of my videos and I'm like, girl, you keep saying, you know, you know. And when I sat down to do this video, I'm like, I want to make sure that I'm really conscious about making sure that I'm not saying, it's okay because it's like I'm talking to you. And so I was like, I'm talking to you and I'm looking for like a confirmation kind of thing because this is a conversation, even though I'm looking at the camera. It's still a conversation between me and the masses, whoever receives the message. So I am learning to accept my imperfections along the journey while also perfecting them. But I'm also learning how to not dim my own light for the comfort of other people. And I didn't realize that could be, that it's not could be, that is a thing that I do because she called it out. She called it out. She was like, that, that is a common thing that people do. Like, they don't want to make the other person feel, inferior. And in the back of my mind, in the back, deep, deep back, in the subconscious, do I feel superior because I have accomplished all of these things? I don't know. Like, I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really proud of myself for my accomplishments. However, of course, I don't ever want anybody to feel inferior, but it's not my job to dim my light for what I think that they're going to feel if I tell them that I'm an author, or if I tell them that I am a speaker, or whatever catching myself, I'm being aware, whatever I tend to do or whatever I do. It's my only job to shine, right? It's my job to own what I have accomplished for various reasons. One of the reasons being I could have been saying that I'm an author and I'm a speaker, and she could have been putting me on to my next speaking engagement. That's a reason to own it. That's a reason to own it. Like, I'm actively learning how to accept that I live a non conventional or unconventional life, I'm actively learning how to accept that the work that I'm doing now is very different from the work that I was doing before. It was easy for me to say I'm a therapist. Everybody understands that. Everybody understands the levels that it takes to get to that. It's not rocket science. You go through school, you get licensed, you take the test, you like that's easy for people to wrap their mind around. But it's not so easy to wrap the mind around I'm nomadic or I am an author, or I'm a speaker, I'm a YouTuber. It's not conventional. And I'm learning how to own my authority, but I'm learning how to respect myself in the regard of the things that I am doing now. I'm proud of myself because I caught myself in the moment, but I'm still in a place where where this is becoming my norm. And I'm happy. I'm so happy that I'm doing this challenge every single day. Like I'm happy that I'm showing up every single day because it is becoming my norm. Like it is. I don't know how many videos I'm in at this point, but it's becoming a part of my routine. And I'm grateful because it's not only strengthening my voice and my authority, but it's developing an internal validation of like, yeah, yeah, like I am this because I'm actively doing it. And when I wasn't actively doing it, I felt a little bit like I'm not doing it, so that's not what I am. I'm not doing it every day, so that's not who I am. So it's really interesting. It's really interesting. I could say the same thing for though spirituality. We talked about that as well, and how me as a spiritual being, it's just who I am. It's who I am, right? Like I can't have a conversation or I can't come on here and speak for the most part without bringing spirit into the equation because I see spirit working through everything. I just see it. And I try not to I try not to place my views and opinions on other people. I try to speak from a very esoteric lens anyway. Excuse me. But I speak from a very esoteric lens anyway. A lot of what I say is just filtered through this. I don't even know. I don't even know. I can't even explain it. I just know that it's not the everyday conversation, if that makes sense. And so I have learned how to, or I am learning how to own that I am spiritual. Like I am spiritual. And what that looks like, it's not a look, it's an energy, right? It's an essence. It does show up in everything that you do, of course. It definitely shows up in how you speak. It definitely shows up in how you teach. It definitely shows up, in how you treat people. Yeah, I'm spiritual. And for a long time, I wasn't comfortable enough in that spiritual essence because I would think that people would be judging me and saying that I'm a witch until I finally accepted it's okay to be a witch. It's okay to have whatever label someone put on you because they see it as being bad or evil or whatever the situation may be. You don't have to see it as that. And I don't, right? Like I don't. I don't see it as being bad or evil or I don't. I see it as being powerful. And I think if we there's a deeper message here. And this is why I'm saying like because there's so many levels, but there's a deeper message here. And the deeper message is that stop thinking about what you think the other person is thinking and putting it on you, right? Like I'm not saying you all are doing that, but if you're here, then you probably are, right? You probably are. So I'll say we are putting on the perceptions, the unspoken perceptions too, right? Like sometimes people are not even saying these things to us. We are just assuming that that's what they are thinking, and they could not be, right? We have to stop putting on the unspoken perceptions of other people and allowing that to dictate how we navigate our world, our society, our essence. We just have to stop. Easier said than done. But what I would say is when you become conscious, that's where it begins with you doing a lot of introspective work. You have to understand yourself. You have to know, you have to develop knowledge of self. Like you have to research and understand your patterns, understand your behaviors. Just understand yourself. You spend the most time with you. You like you have to develop a relationship with yourself so much to where you are able to sit down and have a conversation with yourself just like this. I'm talking to y'all, but but the conversation is with myself, right? Like ain't nobody here. Like, there's no other person talking back to me, but it's me talking back to me, or a spirit, or whatever. I don't know what it is talking back to me. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Mm, yeah, and that's deep. It's just me and me here, and who's talking to me? Who's talking through me? Like, have you ever asked yourself that? Is it your higher self? Is it God? Is it your ancestors? Like who, like what are the voices that you hear in your head? Because for some people, for a lot of people, for myself included, they're different. They're different voices if you really pay attention to it. And so that's just a whole nother rabbit hole. I'm not getting ready to go down it. I'm not getting ready to go down it right now anyway. But the point of this message being, it's a few different points. Stop dimming your light for the comfort of other people. Stop dimming your light for what you think they're going to perceive about you. Do the work to become conscious of the things that you need for yourself to understand yourself so you can evolve and so you can become a better human and so you can have a better human experience. Also, like, who gives a damn about what other people think? Stop caring so much about what you think that they thinking about you. Stop caring so much. Own your shit. Pop your shit. Pop your shit. You that girl. We had a conversation the other day about what is that it? What is the it? Everybody got it. Everybody has it. What is it that make you unique? What is it that make you light up and bloom and blossom and just be this very bright person? What is it? What is it that draws people into you? Everybody has it. Not everybody is conscious of it and not everybody is using it, right? But for me, oh, I know. And that's what I told her. I said it's funny because when I'm talking to other people, I do that. But when I am by myself, when I'm talking to me, baby, I know what I have accomplished and I know the work that it took to accomplish it. I know that I have something to say. I know that my voice is powerful. I know that my wisdom is deep and rich. I know that. And it's time for the world to know it. So I'm going to keep showing up every single day. I'm going to keep showing up. It's so funny because YouTube is such a path for so many people. We have seen so many people start right here on this platform, telling their story, speaking their affirmations over themselves in real time. We have witnessed it. Look at Doji. Look at Doji. In real time, we watch people speak the affirmations over themselves in real time, and we are watching them bloom and develop. And this is what you're watching with me right now. I'm very early, still very early into the game, but I am developing a level of authority, a level of confidence. Confidence is not in the beginning, confidence is developed along the way. So when it is time and when I am chosen to speak on somebody's stage, I will be ready. I will be prepared because I am learning myself. I am learning my voice. I am learning, you know, I'm learning this. The things that I say repeatedly, I am learning how to slow down because I'm noticing that I say, most of the time when I'm like talking fast. But if I slow down and become aware of what I'm saying before I actually say it, then there's a less likely chance that I will say, y'all are witnessing in real time. Mark my words. I will be a keynote speaker. I will be on stages I see myself speaking at graduations. I see universities hiring me to speak to the freshmen coming in. I see myself in front of women, leading them, helping them to understand their personal power, helping them to develop a sense of authority in themselves. I see myself. I see myself doing that. I see myself sitting across from Oprah. I see myself sitting across from Oprah. I see my book being in Oprah's book club. I know that it's already done. I'm so excited. And this is a part of it. I'm doing it. I'm actively doing it right now. This is a part of the equation. And just take that away. It's so much in this one. But take that away. Like when you start doing the things, when you start doing the steps that you need in order to become whatever it is that you desire, then you'll be like, oh my gosh, like I'm actively doing it. I'm actively living in the dream. I'm actively living in the dream, guys. Like this is me. This is real time me living in it. And I am so proud. So proud. That's all I have for you all today. I truly enjoyed this conversation. If you have taken anything away from this conversation, please be sure to like it. And if you feel that you resonate with any part of my message and the journey that I'm on, please be sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all. Until tomorrow, peace, love, and lights.